Hey guys, I know some of you guys didn't think I was going to be going live tonight. And unfortunately, I won't be here long because, hey Cammy, I won't be here long because I got a lot to do on the other side since we've been back. Let's see if I can get this anyway. Give me 1 second. Give me some light. Hey Mary, hey Kimmy. Kim, I had some time to finally go over your 3 pages of text. Hey LaTanya. So guys, I've been back since Monday and kind of really haven't been active, just getting caught up. We came back to a swamp full of orders. All those orders are gone. UPS picked them up yesterday. So all our orders are gone. And on its way to you. Also, you guys know that Friday is the spring launch. So we still getting a lot of that fabric finished getting it processed. So got quite a bit more to do. But that's going to be Friday. I'm going to go live and do the launch at 12 o'clock noon. Wait a minute, is that right? 12 o'clock noon. But what I was going to do, but unfortunately my photos didn't finish syncing because it's a lot in videos. But what happened was, hey Visher. So what happened was in class, I don't know which class it was, but it was one of the classes. And somebody had an amazing idea. I almost am certain it was the Houston class. I can't remember. But in one of those classes, they had an amazing idea. And I was like, that's so cool. So as I was doing like towards the end, not necessarily the end, but towards the end, one thing I do is do an assessment, right? So I'll go around all of the backdrops and I'll do an assessment. I'll point out what was wrong, what needs to be perfected, all this good stuff, right? But I'm talking to them. I'm talking to the students. So one of them was saying, I don't know why I think it was Hattie. I can't remember. But hey, Leisha, they was like, when I do the partial like biz critiques, I guess because I was giving some good tips on what was wrong with the backdrops or how they could improve something. They said that I should host one and show the backdrops that they did and pretty much kind of do the same critiquing. But they thought that it would be helpful for you guys to see how I critique the backdrops in class, because it's kind of totally different from how I critique you guys backdrops, because this is different. These are techniques I taught. So I can easily critique something that I taught and kind of say it differently so you can, get whatever the technique is that I'm teaching. So I thought that was a really cool idea because it was like small things, but it was probably things that the average person wouldn't think about. Of course, I'm going to think about it and I'm going to point it out because I see it. And, so I think we're going to do that. But I didn't want to mess up the rotation because now we pretty much are filling up the rotation and what the topics are going to be about. Kim, it was a lot, but it was super helpful, meaning because one of the things is so many of that stuff that you had in that text, like so many of that stuff is already in the ebook. And unfortunately, realistically, the book could have possibly been finished last week, but since I was traveling with the tour, I didn't have a chance to review it. I reviewed almost 3/4 of it, right? I think it's about maybe 130 pages, and I'm all the way up to page 90, right? So I'm almost looking for that to be complete. I would say by early next week, because I can't do it right now because I'm focused on this launch, but it's almost done. And when I was looking at your list, Kim, it was very helpful because I was like, a lot of this stuff is already in the book. But it's still giving me ideas like on things for partial late night biz, like stuff to talk about, because I'm not going to be totally focused only on draping because it's not really that much you can say about draping or videos that I haven't already done. Now, since a lot of the things that I do now is different, I teach differently, I may be redoing some of my videos, right? Like updating them because there's different things I teach. Hattie, that's you. Savings add up. This whole time. Hattie, was that your suggestion in class? To do the critique. If somebody suggest, I see them standing right in the corner by that backdrop. I cannot think of it. Oh God, y'all know. Okay, cool. I can't think of it though. But okay, so it gave me like a lot of ideas and things we're gonna talk about. So the one thing is, like I said, you guys, I'm not gonna be on here long, but I wanted to come here and show my face, that you guys know I am back. I pretty much came back like in the office as of yesterday, and just kind of getting caught up on a lot of things. Also, to Friday is the spring launch. But Friday also has the new tutorial for the YouTube membership. You guys get the new tutorial drop. Also, we're doing newsletters now. So expect a newsletter to come out on Friday, which is the 1st. Not to mention my videos. Guys, if you guys are scheduled, if you guys are subscribed to the regular channel, the regular YouTube channel, I'm changing my video frequency. I used to drip them out on Tuesdays. We're now moving to Mondays because when it was doing on Tuesdays, it's kind of messing up my content distribution. So now that we are doing them on Mondays, because that's when I drop content on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I changed up the day I'm gonna do my video. So if you have your notifications bell on, you will be notified when a new video drops. So that change is going to take effect immediately. So next week, for my whole April series, everything is going to be dropping on Mondays at 8 and there on out. That's going to be the schedule. So Monday series is all about spring, right? We're going to be talking about, my videos is about spring colors, spring textures, comparing textures, and how to come up with spring color palettes, right? They're the 4 videos next week. So next month. So definitely kind of make sure your notifications bell is on. That way you can know when it's going live. Yeah, so I didn't even realize I had so many spring colors, right? Well, I didn't realize I had so many new colors. So tonight, not only are we going to finish over there with the packaging part, but before Friday, I have to make sure that we got to do the product pictures. So I got to take pictures so that when you guys, if you're looking at it on the site, you can see the actual color. So this, I don't know how long it's going to take, but that's something I got to do tonight. And that's why I can't be on here long. But I wanted to show my face, tell you guys I'm still going to be doing Posh Late Night Biz. Our trainings for the YouTube membership, Kimberly, will be picking back up consistently in May. I do have some trainings in April, though. And that's going to be back on the Thursday spectrum. It's going to be the Thursdays for the YouTube membership guys. But it's going to be actually, like everything will be finalized. May 1st is when it's actually launching. So that's what's going to be happening in May. Also, our next mastermind is in May. And then one thing I wanted to say, because I can't remember who it was. I kind of was skimming it in my phone. But guys, the class is moving from here on out. Like, if there are no more classes where we're bringing kids to class. For one, it's just it takes too much time. For me, it's entirely too much weight to be traveling around with. And then for 2, for 3, you got the option before class to purchase. It's take up too much time for people to try and purchase them in class. I don't like time being taken away from actual class time. So moving forward, you guys will see the changes on the website. The website is currently getting a revamp now, my Draping website. So things could be a little more clear on what's happening in class, what to expect, what you get, all that good stuff, right? But everybody, if we talked about, you probably heard me talking about it, the welcome kit. That is in effect immediately. Now, if you've already booked, because some of you guys have booked the later classes like earlier this year, you'll have the option to upgrade to that welcome kit, but it's not something that you automatically get. So whatever you booked for is what you would get. But from here on out, and I think I've seen maybe about 4 people book since this new change has been made. From here on out, you will receive a welcome kit 30 days prior to your class date. If your class is Atlanta 6/20, right around May 20 is when you will receive your welcome kit in the mail. That's going to be your hardware, which is your pipe and drape kit. If you decide to do the fabric, that'll be your fabric bundle. All of your bags, all your tool kits, all your shirts, everything, along with the welcome the course. It's not really a course, but it's like it's a prerequisite thing I'm developing. And this is going to one class. Like that way when you come in class and you hear me saying certain things, you'll know instantly what I'm saying. Also, some of you guys, it takes a while for you, you book so early in advance and you have events in that time frame. So you end up going to buy new equipment when because you don't get your regular equipment until class out. So this time, at least you can get your equipment early if you need to use it, right? Right. So yeah, and that's another thing. So I'm kind of, I don't know yet. I haven't made a definitive decision, but a lot of people, I get it. You guys come to class and you try to take the least most economical way. That don't sound right, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You try and you using it most economical way, but then you get in class and it's like sometimes you feel bad because you're like, oh man, I should have got this or I should have got that. And I'm like, I told y'all, always go for all inclusive because that's going to have the cream de la creme. That's going to have everything I have in it, right? So, I don't know, just kind of be mindful of that. Be mindful you'll come into class and you may just be only taking a class, but then everyone else is walking out here with all of this equipment and all of this stuff. And you're like, man, I should have got that. So just kind of keep that in mind when you guys are doing the class. Or when you get that email to say, if you want to upgrade, go ahead and upgrade. Because it's like, I don't know, you have a, I can't explain what the feeling is like. So I don't like it. But just realize if you don't have equipment or whatever the case may be, you're going to need it. There's no way you're going to be able to do what I do if you're not using what I tell you to use. So you're not sitting up here paying that money to still try and jerry rig stuff and play around with these little inexpensive kits. And we over that. We over that. I'm trying to tell you, Kim, we over that. Hey, Deb. So yeah, Monita, they do start. I have some in April, right? But April is just like the April trainings is more or less like getting you back in gear because the trainings how they are now is not just a training because there's a training session and then there's a Q&A session, right? Because the training session it needs to just be training. That's it. And then you go do the work and then you come back and do the Q&A, and that's where you get the whether you're having some troubles or whatever the case may be. But like the April sessions is kind of gearing you up for that. So that's why I said we're just gonna roll right back into it in April. I wasn't going to, but I don't want to get into May and it's a full-fledged training and mentally you ain't ready for it. You're like, so I'm like, nah, let me get them back stirred up a little bit before we fully get into it. So guys, that's it. Cause I gotta get back over here. But I thank you guys for coming on. Coming on because I didn't send out anything other than I think my marketing guys may have put out one post, but I didn't put out like any emails or any text messages because I knew it wasn't gonna be long, and I knew I didn't have nothing and specifically that I was gonna tell you guys about. But I kind of did want to give you guys the updates, and what what has happened, what is happening, and what to kind of expect. So if nothing else, open your emails on April 1st because you will have the newsletter. The newsletter is gonna tell you kind of what's going on, what to expect, what's going away, what's coming in new. And then also the spring launch, you'll see all the information about the spring launch, and also YouTube. If you're in the YouTube membership, I don't know what the tutorial is, but it's a new tutorial that's launching. A draping tutorial that's launching. Is released. It's already there, but it's being released on Friday, April the 1st. So guys, I am back, fully fledged. I'm back until about June 15th. I will see you guys next week. Definitely join me next week for Posh Late Night Biz. We will have like the banners that tell you guys what exactly we are going to be talking about. A lot of those ideas came from Kim. So thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim. If you guys have any ideas yourself, specifically you would like for me to discuss or for me to do on Posh Late Night Biz, just let me know. Send us a message. One more thing. We need to finalize this South Carolina location. We have the date. Only city that we have not narrowed down, Carolina, and I can't see. Oh Lord, wait a minute, guys, I can't see. Was it Columbus? No, it's not Columbus. It must be South Carolina and Connecticut, maybe. So I put a post in the group for you guys to select what 2 cities for South Carolina. I need that location so that we could go ahead and kind of set that up. And I know there's a couple people that's kind of waiting in the wings because they want to see what the city is. So as soon as we select what city is, I'll let you guys know. I'll send it out like in a text or something, so you got to kind of get it really fast. So that's all I got, guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the love. Again, Posh Late Night Biz. Join me next week. We're going to be talking about all the spring colors, and every week is going to be something specifically different, but as it pertains to spring, we're going to be talking about Easter, we're going to be talking about textures, we're going to be talking about how you're going to get the bag, like what you need to get. So join me next week, guys. Posh Late Night Biz, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, April the 6th. Yeah. Bye, guys.